Today we go over exciting new details for Star Wars The Last Jedi. This is Mike Zero here once again. If you guys are new here to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, it is greatly appreciated. Now today we will be going over new details of the film, so we will be heading into spoilers, you have been warned. So let's go over the tidbits of information that we do have currently. For starters, the sea monster that Rey confronts is approximately 12 feet tall. It took up to 7 people to operate the practical piece. The paintings of the ancient Jedi in the caves have a gold color to them that reflect from any light that enters. So let me stop right there for a second. In case you guys were unaware of all of this, Director Rian Johnson himself said he wanted to take this way back, alright, Luke Skywalker's planet, the whole concept of it. He wanted to take it way back to the times of where you will see ancient Jedi paintings in caves. So that's going to be very interesting to see. Most likely Luke Skywalker will guide Rey throughout one of these caves and show her these paintings, briefly explaining the deep history of the ancient Jedi and the first Jedi Temple. Could you imagine something like that? I can. So next up, Luke offers Rey to stay in one of the clock-ins during her time on ahch-to. She takes up the offer and sets up in there. So in case you guys have no idea what the clock-ins are, those are the beehive huts that you do see on the first Jedi Temple itself, or near the first Jedi Temple, because a lot of us are indeed coming to the belief that the first Jedi Temple is absolutely the tree, because it holds the ancient Jedi books. And I will have to absolutely agree with that. I do think that the first Jedi Temple is definitely the tree itself. Moving on, so Daisy Ridley trained the water scenes by scuba diving for 3 days at Pinewood Studios in the UK. The concept of the scene was inspired of an old idea for The Force Awakens where Luke and Rey go under the water searching for something. Now, it's pretty interesting because now that I make of that, alright, now I can remember there was a piece of concept art in The Force Awakens visual dictionary, I believe it was. It might have been something else, but there was a piece of art of both Luke and Rey in scuba gear, actually, you know, adventuring into the deep waters of ahch-to, and they were looking for something. We don't know what they were looking for, but they were looking for something that never came to fruition in The Force Awakens, but it seems like it's going to happen with Rey as a character, not Luke Skywalker, but Rey as a character in The Last Jedi. And lastly, the ancient ruins of the first Jedi Temple don't stop on the land, but continue underwater. Okay, so this really connects everything all together of what we saw in the BTS reel of Rey diving into the water. A lot of us have been trying to figure out as to why, exactly why was Daisy Ridley diving into a big tank over at Pinewood Studios for this scene. Now, I believe that it could very well tie into that original concept as it's stated from The Force Awakens, where herself, alright, and Luke Skywalker are searching for something underwater. Now, we just learned that the ancient ruins of the first Jedi Temple, or ahch-to as a whole, alright, don't actually end on the land, they continue underwater. So it's very much possible that Rey is searching for something. Maybe Luke Skywalker tells her to look for this, or maybe this is where, alright, she actually stumbles upon Luke Skywalker's old X-Wing. It is confirmed that his X-Wing is actually submerged under the waters of ahch-to. It's all rusty, it's pretty much diminished, and I think that it won't be pulled out of the water per se. It'll be like a little callback to The Empire Strikes Back by just having an X-Wing under the water and showing it, and then Rey essentially moving on forward. You know, just kind of like realizing it's there. I think that's going to be a huge Easter egg, or a little, you know, nice little thing that's reminiscent to The Empire Strikes Back. So yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the content for today, and if you did, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.